Okay then. Oh, I dropped frames. That's always another thing to see. Okay, was this one? Ah, it was this one. Okay, just me, just messing around with this little picture over here. Oh, back, because nothing better than sitting around for some time though. No, don't do it this way. Click, 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 click. Click. I'm pushing buttons. Push down, go over here, back this way. Exit, copy, enter. Okay. Radio. Pushing the self-destruct button. Yes. Okay, let's see what I got here. Oh, my ear. Okay. A little note here, though, that I'm going to try to find some way of getting these glasses replaced because they've been broken for the past year. I'm surprised they're still holding on. Also, gotta remind myself to shave. That's all why I keep hearing this crispy sound. Anyways, though, as you can see over here, that this has actually been updated a bit, though, over the past few days. Well, I don't know what was the last time I shown on there, though. I have to go back and look. Anyways, for those I didn't see before, though, that the eye has been slightly changed. I probably had this in the last time I made a video, but I did go back. I did go back and redone the nose a bit to be more like a combination, like a hyena and a canine, a typical nose of theirs. Which meant instead of being straight out from the nostril there, it does a little curve upwards. Let's see, right around here. Because previously, though, I had it going straight right here, though, and then I look back, it's like, oh. I mean, they may have kind of a similar look, though, from the side, though, but they're not the same. Which also meant I had to adjust the texture on the nose as well. I think that alone is like about 2 different effect layers. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do the face, though. Actually, I need to lighten up my screen over here. One moment. There we go. I thought I'd turn off the auto adjust. Anyways, this time I'm going to do the full screen for the video, though, instead of having it condensed down to show the little images that I've been working on, though. But so far, it's looking pretty good, though. Well, except for this area right here. Let me move this up here. That one obviously is dark, though, and because it's on a different layer. Let's see here. What layer was that? Was it this layer? No, it was not that layer. Oh, it was this layer. Okay, that was. And let's see here. Okay, what's that layer? Anyways, so it's apparently they were inspired, I'm guessing though, by combining features from both hyenas and canines though. It has this combination look though, so I figured I'll try to stay as close as to the original look, but using elements from either or. So I've been mostly looking at spotted hyenas there for certain designs though, and for the canines, mostly gray wolves with some random dogs in there just to see the way the fur lies too. So we got that in there though. Anyways, here's how it looks so far right now. Last night I was working more on the ears. I feel like I got to sneeze though. I'm gonna have to make adjustments over here though. Wait, why am I red? Oh, that's because I was doing a nose. That's right. But here's how it's looking so far. The fun part is still coming up with the idea of how I'm going to do the raised fur that Poochyenas are known to have. Of course, theirs is more of a spiky look there, like it was an anime character with lots of hair gel. But I wanted to make it a little bit more natural. So I was looking at some photos of like wolves and such. Also went out to over there and took some photos of my dog messing around with her fur too, just to see how that would look like. Let's see here. But anyways, I'm trying to remember here. Yeah, that's a little fluff down there. One thing about wolves are they tend to have fluffy, long coats most of the time, so unless you get certain ones. Come on, clear up. When you try to look at an image, it won't clear up. So what I did, I went ahead and based this on some dogs and also hyenas though too, or at least the cleaner looking ones, not the one that was in mud or was in battle of some kind. Other than that, but not really counting the base. Okay, I'm on this layer. Same exact color though, just done with different brushes or different filters. And in case anybody wonders though, and have not seen the previous videos though, that the eyeball is completely new. It's not a reuse from any previous ones. A couple of months ago, I went and reused a eye that I did though for a hyena though, but I used it for a Dotson that I'm working on with some slight edits, and it looks like two different eyes, even though they're the exact same one. But not wanting to repeat that again. Let's see here. Gotta like it though, whenever certain layers though of the fur goes. I gotta move my keyboard. Move it up here. This is actually technically being close to being done. Only thing left though, besides the background is, what is it though? Probably the ears a little bit, the face. Also, forgot the little usual warning though that since this is a mobile broadcast though there's some it might be some minor issues of stability there, so it might be loading, lagging. Also, you'll see random little strands there, like this though, because it makes better sense that way too though. Also, there's a train in the background, so you might hear that here in a moment. Okay, how much power do I got? I got 80% power. No, I need to replace this charge. Actually, I think I should go with this one. Okay, there it goes. Okay. For those that haven't seen my videos before, though, that I do every single line. I don't use a special brush. Pretty much just like using a regular mechanical pencil, ballpoint pen, anything that's not using any special tips on there. Just a straight line. Repeat it over and over and over again. So the thing is, I used to do this a lot with my mechanical pencils there. And boy, did I have to end up buying a lot of lead. The fun part is, not really, it's the fact that it tends to smear, though, with the lead, or I should say graphite, though, whenever you put it on paper. And you have to be careful of it, though. I tend to use for finer, almost the finest details, I tend to use what was it? The smallest lead you could get, I think it's a .03. Let me look this up real quick. Mm-hmm. Yes, the smallest lead that you can use is a 0.3 millimeters. Yeah, I asked somebody though that I got it from though, bought it from them, said if they got any smaller though it'd be too fragile and breaks. That's why standard sizes though in schools and such though tends to be like, what was it, 7s, and sometimes it used to be 5s. So to mimic that though, ink is pretty much semi-permanent to permanent. And if I mess up there, I will have to start all over again. So that wasn't a good option. So for many, many, many years, I would not do that. But as technology gets a little bit better, though, and digital stuff comes around, I can go and load them up on my devices, whether it be computers or mobile there. And then I can finally get around to doing it, though. Granted, it's still not the same as doing actual physical ink work, though, but face it this way, at least I don't have to smell that inky smell. Okay, I gotta, let's see here. Let's see, what else? I know I used another type of dog there, canine, for references. Is this it? I think this is it. Oh yes, I also used the image of a wild African dog there, because you can see the way the fur lies though with the line work. My guess is that this type of animal there probably has maybe about short. Oh, I hate that when I do that. Why did I do that? There it goes. Anyways, no, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, oh yeah, not remember. I'm guessing it's probably about short to medium fur though. I'm not gonna say super fluffy though, but maybe it's coarse. I don't know. I don't even know where its habitat technically is though. But it's technically not savanna. Like, you know, like you would expect animals. Probably maybe forest. Let's see here. No, that just tells me what type of food it eats. That tells me what kind of fur it has. Scruffy, unkempt, mostly gray in color. Has dark gray or blackish underneath. Let's see here. That does not tell me either, though. Well, either way. Okay, so most of the fur will be like this. Now, what I'm going to do, probably not in here, of course, so don't want to make it too long. But what I'm going to do later is trying to find the right, or not the right, but a good enough background, though. I know there was some, though, that I did a little poll there that says, oh, you like it if you do like a photo background, like I did for 2 other Pokemon quick sketches, though. Well, a lot of others generally spawn back. Let's see. This is all wobbly over here. I'm always so tired. What gets me though, these websites are saying gray fur on the belly and such there, but What I noticed though with hyenas though, they don't exactly have too much fur on their face, so and that's also a dark color as well. Okay, let's see here. See, this one goes up and around. Yeah, it should go straight one direction, but when it goes to the hind area, it does a curve. Huh. Interesting. That kind of makes sense. Hmm. Of course, when it comes to the hyena part, though, I usually look for the little cubs there. Since this is basically what's supposed to be. Yes, blurry picture as always. Let's go straight back, down. Ah, but I can't see that one. That's at an angle. Oh well. So I guess I'll do something like this. Not going to exactly be too fancy. Fun, fun, fun. Somebody was talking though, so I had to mute myself. Sorry about that. Okay, fun part is trying to also find a reference for the tail part, because apparently they have furry tails. Let's see. So what I did is also loosely base it on some wolves, most of the gray wolves again though, and some dogs with big poofy tails. Once again, mixture of canine and of course hyena, because hyenas don't exactly have big poofy tails. I mean, they're sometimes wide near the ends, but other than that. Oh, I think if I compare over here, so it gets too dark or it gets too light. I just want to look just right. Near the tip though, where it seems to be divided. So let's see here. Heavy breathing on microphone. Fun. Okay, let's see here. So if you see me pausing though, it's just me looking back and forth of how some of these animals and their tails are. I can try to match it up as close as I can. Another fun part is basing the paws of the animals. So both animals tend to have big paws though, even when young. So that's gonna be fun too. Might have to do a combination of both. Yay, logic. Again. Here's how it looks like so far. Now I need to look at a photo here. So remove this one. Okay, move this one. Click. Now when it comes to the ears though, they're obviously more canine though than hyenas, since hyenas tend to have those big rounded off ears, while dogs, wolves, and the like though tend to have the more pointy ears though, even when they're floppy though, the more triangular. So what I'm going to have to do over here is look at a picture of dogs and other canines there. Well, canines that has pointed ears. There we go. Now this one is the lighter, that's this green, which means it'll be lighter, I think. I tend to get the two confused sometimes. Hello. I don't know how you changed off again though. Making sure that's lighter in color. Okay, so according to this, they do have fur sticking in and out of the ear. One thing about canines and like wolves and dogs, though, they tend to have a little thing by the ear. I'm not no expert on animals and such, or not me when it comes to that. But anyways, so I don't know the name. But anyways, if you've ever seen dogs and such, they have that little folds down here, though. Meanwhile, hyenas do not. They're pretty much just radar dish ears. So they're all straight out. And since the designer, the artist, based off the ear, it seems like, for dogs, that's what I'm going to do. I think the person who did their interpretation of it based it off the, let's see here. Yeah, they based theirs off hyenas, though. But for this one, which means I need to check I got the right color. Okay, do I got the right layer? Yes. Which means this needs to be a little bit brighter, but right in the crease area. Okay. Okay. Okay, go mute myself because somebody's over here talking. Okay. See, there's a reason why that's colored like that. No, not you. Not you. But it's you, right? Ah, it was you. There we go. Let's see, this pin is 0.4. Okay. According to this, so it should be a little bit more. It goes up. Lighter. Also, I did try to do physical with pins, just not my thing. Taking a look back here though to see how it looks like on the big screen over here when compared to my phone. I need to curve inwards a bit. Has little bits of fur sticking up, like so. Now I did also made a Poochyena though too, but that was first before this one by I think a few months. So who knows? I might do something with that one or make a new one. Okay, so I need. Let's see, back and forth, click, click, click. Create it. I swear, I feel like putting some other colors in here too, but you know, black, white, grays. All I can put except for the eyes and the nose. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do the ear, the inside ear. That's also going to be a little fun thing too. Let me see here. I can't really trust looking at some of these though because a lot of these animals have fur sticking out of the ears. Like let's see, how did the guy do this here? Oh yeah, that's right. He based it off the actual one. Once again, people, they are not wolves. They may be alike, but not really. Huh. There's even somebody else's version of the difference between a feral looking one and a domesticated one. Sheesh. No, wrong one. Wrong one. I'm going to do a little testing here. So what if... No, because that wouldn't work either. They have fur in their ears too. I will stare intensely at the screen and see if anything comes to mind. Too big. too light. So every time you think you're done, you're not really. Now I can no longer claim that this is basically 2 to 3 colors there. Darn it. Excluding once again the nose and eyes. Let's see here. However, I can still do shade work on it. Crumbs. Oh no, you don't, yellow crumbs. Go ahead and do a little bit of this. Like this. Of course, I'll have to waste a little bit of this over here because it's making it too dark. Like so. I guess what I should have done is move this down a bit. There we go. That way, the fur can actually be sticking over it, but it'll still be above the base. The only problem is, despite the name of being gray wolf, though, they do have brown and orange colors in there too, so fun. May need to make this a little bit thicker. Technically, I could have done all this on one layer, though, but don't feel like risking it. Actually, it should have been more of a rounded thing. Oops. In case if anybody was wondering, why is there not a secondary ear? There kind of is. There's like a faint line. You can see it right here. I just forgot to work on it, you can say. Here's turning out nice. I need to look at this head again, though. Okay, corner is supposed to be a little short, though, but this over here is more sticking upwards. Well, alrighty then. What you don't see is not me rotating my screen, though, but rotating the whole phone. So glad this screen does not move whenever I place my hand on top of it, though. It only affects... The only way that's going to affect, though, is certain things, like maybe zooming in and such, though. But I would have to actually use two-finger method. Also, the stylus kind of overrules or rides the hand thing there. So, now the next part. Now this soft glow may look like the other one though, but in fact it uses a completely different brush, also known as the hairbrush. Or scratch brush. Oh, I forgot. This is the hairbrush, this is the scratches. But to me, I usually use it for hair and fur. So, hairbrush. Wherever it's at by default, where it's stationary, no matter if you rotate the screen or not. Man, I want to make it look like feathery, soft though. Should not be soft, but still. Now let's see here. Then if I space it apart, okay, there we go. Let me angle some of this fur to cover upwards, like so. Okay, let's take a good look here how it looks so far. I'm going to have to do something with this line, probably off video. I'm going to have to pull the lip back a little bit back, of course. What I'm trying to do is see the nose, and the nose is mostly blended in. So no, I did not. It's actually, this is on top. Where is the... Is that it? It was this. Okay, that was it. Thanks. So... I'll work on that. Okay. Let's see. They have whiskers all over the face, though, just like dogs and wolves, but more so around the lip area. I wonder how that look. Look at his eye. I wish I could label these stupid things, though, but cannot. Okay, let's see here. Whiskers tend to be blackish brown and white, and plenty all over the mouth, though, but sparsely separated. Well, alright then. No, that doesn't look good. Oh, I used the wrong one. That's why. That's so funny. I made changes, of course. The jawline over here is not exactly finalized either, though. I need to make it slightly thicker. Also, I'll give myself probably about 15 more minutes before I end the video. So let's hurry this thing up. Sorry. Let's see, residue. Okay, let's see here. See, canines tend to have a smaller lower jaw compared to this, but they're close? Huh. There should be, let's see here. It's like a lip, though. That one has more of a jutting jaw, though. I'll just put it out forward a lot, though, and then shave it off that way. Okay. Okay. Okay, so steep angle. We pull this down. And then try it again. Yeah, some curvature there. Still. Let's see here. A little bit over here. Actually, if anything, I should be using this one. Soft edges. There we go. I'm going to go back over here, smooth this out a bit. But yes, around the 115 mark is when I'll slowly end the stream. Spotted, spotted, spotted. Okay, so let's look at the full body again. Now I have to do something with the highlighted areas over here. This might need to be turned down a bit. Yeesh. Did not realize it was that bright. Ah, that's why. Okay, so once again, full body. Actually, let me move this over there because the lovely little logo is in the bottom right. Once again, no, this is a 3500 by 2000. So despite this screen you're looking at is kind of small, though, by the time you actually look at the full image, though, it's going to be pretty decently big. Although I did see people larger images. So basically, if this was a computer screen, other than if you're looking at this on a computer screen, it'd probably be like about this small. Use a similar technique of single lines or using a brush that does multiple lines at one time. They may look nice and real though from afar, but as I mentioned in the last video or two, that when you zoom in, it just looks run in. Not to say that's a bad thing though, or an idea. I've seen paintings that look ooh and ah and real, but when you get closer, you'll see each stroke there. You won't see like individual thing. What I'm trying to do is trying to match it closely with the real source though. So that way when you get close to it, it'll be like, huh, it kind of looks like a real thing. but you can still tell that it's not exactly 100%. So that way, if you was to now, like if I post this like on sites like DeviantArt, though, I'll have it set to a certain size, but you'll still be able to click on it though to get an enlarged picture though. Too bad though on Facebook or sites similar to it though, it downgrades the quality though because it switches the type of file from a PNG, which is usually used for photos and such, to a JPEG, which kinds to dilute or make it less crisp. So whenever I post my previews of my images though, I usually do a screenshot. Because for some reason, doing it from here just downgrades it too. Anyways, so like I said though, I want it to be so clear though that whenever you zoom in the source though, you'll see like, oh look at all these individual little lines here. Or, oh look at these little bumps that are similar to what you see on a nose. That's the thing about the fur as well though. You'll see each individual line as best you can though, as well as the little random strands. This is something I did many years ago with traditional though too, like I said about the 0.3 millimeter lead. Anyways, now I myself though, they're not like, oh, it's on Google there, so I'm going to just use that because I can. These are actually from a nearby field. Well, I'm going to say was a nice looking field until they decided they needed to redecorate it for some reason by tearing it up. Anyways, these are just tests. These are not finalized though. But one of them had it looking like this. Of course, the image will be adjusted accordingly. So if there's like a shade or whatever, though, I would actually put shade on the subject though to try to match it up though. At first I thought maybe he's looking for something in some brushes and such, and I thought, no. But then I went with this one though, a field, the field, with a cliche tree, well not cliche tree, but with a random tree in the back and nothing there. Because technically it's supposed to be, this is supposed to be based on the original sketch where it's, I guess, playing with a trainer or whatever, it's just off camera though. And they would throw a ball at it. It was supposed to be chasing a ball until a butterfly landed on it though. So I figured I better go with the field. So, like I said though, this is basically just a test there. What I'm going to do later on though, the whole Pokemon will actually be smaller to fit the actual image. Because right now though, this thing looks huge, like you can ride into battle. Technically, the size would probably be bigger than a Poochyena, but anyways. Let me move this up here just real quick. Now, I don't know if I'm going to go and do the ball. I'm not even sure how I'm going to do a butterfly though, much less though. I want it to be looking like it was playing around though with something though. I might actually use one of my other photos there and make it look like it's looking at something like on a stick or whatever. Let me close this though. But like I said though, you can see the original one over here in the crossed out section though. Right here. Now when I'm done though, I will link this up with the original image. Oh, maybe on one of the websites I might actually do a comparison of the two though, but without the background. Okay, remove you off though. If I do something like this, though, it probably won't. Oops. If I do something like this, I probably won't have too much shades up, except for maybe underneath, though, to represent it's on the ground, not just plaster on there, though. Boop. Yeah. I know the image is not there, but that's how much of it's done, though. It's pretty much 90 to 95% done. All I have to do now is just work a little bit more on the ear, add a second ear, do its paws there, maybe make a few more adjustments to the face. And other than that, though, the Pokemon is pretty much done. The others are basically extra, though. The background, the random toy, though, with butterfly on it, though. And then, of course, any shading effects, too, though. I'm going to add at least some minimal shading, regardless if I have a background or not, though. So it doesn't look awkward to be just standing in front of a grayish background or whatever color I put it. What could I put it? I needed to stand out. Not really. Well, not though. It doesn't look too bad. I did try to level off. I did. 90. Come on, one more. Oh, I missed. There it goes. Let me look at my ruler here. Something tells me I did not exactly put it straight. I was so close too. I guess I'll have to level off too then. Shouldn't be too much difficult though. Yeah. Boop. But for now though, I think it looks pretty good. I might have to make some adjustments on the brightness of this ear though, because it looks brighter than it should be. But yeah, I figure more like a playground or a field in general though, for it to be hanging around in though. Once again, I don't see it really in a savanna type climate as its partial namesake is though. Now, if anybody who hasn't seen the other video might also notice though that the muzzle area of it is not exactly short and rounded off though. Once again though, did a cross between the two type of species there. That's why it doesn't exactly have a sloping forehead like a hyena though, but more like a dog's. I might add a few random lines though to make it more detailed here though. Add a little shading over here so it looks like the tail is actually over the leg. Let's see, what else? As long as I'm not too lazy though, this should take less than an hour's worth of time though, going real fast. Okay, I want to do something real quick here. So you're going to see a blank screen for a moment. Okay, one moment here. What? Oh, did I put the wrong one in there? Yikes. I guess I put a file in the wrong section. Did I put you in the wrong section? I did. Oops. You need to go back into the sketch files. The sketch files where things are very sketchy. Okay, here we go. Come on. Now, one of the first few, I'll get back over here. Let me rotate this though so it'll fit the screen better. One of the first Pokemon I did though, this one is not based off of any sketches from years ago. This was actually done all in technically one day. A new sketch and everything. The only thing that's old on here though is actually the photo background, which is actually some random plants that was in the backyard. I feel like working this some more on feathers though, because I'm trying to improve at least on birds. Let's see, what's it? A month prior to this though, was working on was doing some base work though, some line art though, for a toucan. And I thought, what if I want to show off some birds and such though, but I can't exactly show a base work though, because people will probably say, oh, but what can you do? So what I did, I took the ideas and such that I applied, the styles and so forth, effects. I applied on the toucan base and made my own version of it though, which of course would be applied to a toucanon. And once again, if you zoom in closely, though, you can see the little details like the jaggedness of his beaks, which I did not know of. I always thought they were smooth beaks, but while doing research on toucans, I wanted to get close enough to the real styling there, so I looked at some headshots. Come to find out though that toucans do not have a smooth beak when they open though. It's actually jagged. It's pretty interesting though too, so I didn't know that. But you can see the lighting and such, or the shininess and such. I might actually fix the eye, because this eye was done before the more detailed versions, though months later. Now, since I was working on this, though, it probably but see, there is some mild shading going on there too, though. Probably think, oh, why is this part right here shaded but not the rest of it? Because I was going based on the lighting though of the leaves. There was actually a hole right here where the leaves are not covering up though, so I figured, well, I'll just let it to where the light bounced off of there though. Unfortunately though, I did not angle it just right, so it looks like it's going straight. Let me bring out that guide again. Unfortunately, the lighting is showing it like this though. It needs to be modified though, so it'd be like this instead. So oops on my part. But other than that though, it doesn't look too bad. I don't know how many people might think that's actually a real bird though, not a Pokemon. Unfortunately though, while I wish I could be like those people that wants to draw every single one, or at least up until whatever the current one is at the time of their stuff though, I don't think I'll be able to do it on my own style here, because if you ever see how detailed some of those will look like, yeah. Well, let me be right back. I gotta draw a hair across there. I'm gonna base it on more on the realistic beetle. Yeah. That would be probably fun, interesting though. Okay, I'm going to do a black screen real quick. One moment. Listen to my voice. Blah, 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 blah. There are also other Pokemons I was going to work on though. Like, for example, this one here. Talonflame was supposed to have been worked on, but then I got distracted though. Technically, this was supposed to be my next bird though. I was going to do after that. You can see, obviously, being based off of a falcon though. Not one that can shoot fire, because that would be another story though. But you can already see some of the detailed work I was putting on it though, like the little lines and such. You can see the sketch is still in progress though. I might actually work on this next time though. You can see the line work I was already doing on the beak to make it look like 3D though, in a way. Or at least it's more accurate to a bird. The little nostril or whatever you want to call it. Let's see, how many layers did I have? Quite a few layers. You can see all these different layers too. Just to make it a fire effect on its feathers though. Let's see. Right here on this forehead though has more details though. Yikes. But yeah, maybe sometime next year though, sometime in 2022 there, I might actually finish this up. Okay, and as you can see though, technically it's only supposed to be 3 colors though, but not counting the gray. I usually don't count the base colors of gray, black, and white, because those are obvious. I usually put a color palette though if it's any color besides the base colors there. Another one I was trying to do was this right here. I might actually have to rework on this though, because it looks too bright though. I actually did a video of this though, I think last year or so. But I've stopped on that though. As you can see, the blank stare of this cold eye. Little Pikachu wannabe there, squirrel here. Which meant it would have the typical squirrel ears though, but instead of the conal look ones. Okay, what else fun little ones I can do? It's going to require me to go to different files, so I'm putting on black screen though, because I don't want people to see some surprises I'm working on for them in case somebody looks at them. When I first got this phone there, I was working on some of the Pokemon there, including a Charizard, which for some reason I moved the file, so I'm going to look for that later. Let's see what else. Yeah, this is I got sick of. Wait, that should be. It involves one of the pictures I'm working on somebody, so just because of that, I'm going to zoom in again. Speak about eyes. Now, I did a video of this before, though. But just in case for those that didn't watch it before, this is actually based off of somebody's real dog, a Dachshund that sadly passed away a few months ago. I started working on this, though, a month before the dog passed away, though. I finally got in contact with the owner of the dog there because I needed some more photo references, because the one provided though were a little blurry, didn't have details. So I finally got hold of them because I wasn't sure if they were still in, quote, the grieving process of losing their pet. But for some of those that did not see their video or follow me on Twitter though, I did mention that this eye is actually from a hyena base work I was working on though, and using photo references of other dogs while I was waiting though, I modified it to fit the dogs instead. And what's interesting though, you can see all this right here, making it almost look like a real eyeball. I'm gonna have to hurry this up though, because this is not a paid commission, which will be accepting commissions too though, if anybody wants one. This was actually more like a gift for the person and their dog though before the tragedy though, so I'm not charging them. But anyways, though, I did show how the eye looks like, and as you can see right here, as you can see here though, these are the different layers to make the eye different. And right here though, you can see the one I used for the hyena though. That's how I can tell that this is in fact the exact same eye from the other one. Because if I was to take each one apart, well not apart, but turn them off, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, this, and there you go, hyena eyeball. Because I was trying to figure out how I'm going to convert one to the other though without doing too drastic of a change. So over layer after layer though, I use saturation though to change the coloration though. I have to put the line. I use soft light though. I know, actually I think I don't know. Okay, yeah, soft light though after saturation to reduce the coloration. Multiply to add this effect to it though. Then of course work on this around its eye, and there you go, dog eye. One of his artworks actually was a repainting over a prior one that he did. Some people don't understand. Why would he do that though? Couldn't he start over again? Well, he probably used it as, base work. It's like, I don't like it, and then started working over that. So this technique is at least as old as that, if not older. Once again, though, this eyeball was also done by me. This wasn't like found from somebody's photo though and say, okay, here you go. In fact, I'm gonna have to rotate this up because my video is actually. But anyways, this is the whole bust there. Looks pretty nice though, but I still need to hurry up though, because I want it to be more like a Christmas gift for them. Okay, black screen again. Now, two more things I'm going to show off though. Two or three, I don't know. One of the two. Also, trying to make sure no one sees my secrets. Wow. No, where is it? No. There's one that I had of a hyena though, but that's on my art YouTube channel there, so I'm not going to show that one. Nope, not that one. Not that one. No, not that one. Where did I put it at? Is this it? I hope this is it. Oh, 71 layers. Ah, here we go. Let me put my little thing down here though. Boop. There we go. Now this is going to be the final thing before I end the video though. But once again though, for those who have never seen or watched me on Twitter though, follow me. I sometimes shows like works in progress and such there, and other interesting little fun facts. Okay, here it goes. Boop. Ta-da. Okay. 71 layers for this one alone. Let me rotate this so it looks better. Okay, final thing though, how much improvement I've been getting on my work. This was the Toucan base, free base by the way, line art. Think of it like coloring book though, but more into it though. Anyway, so I was looking around trying to improve on doing birds though. Usually I would go and color in free line art and such. And I had an idea, so what if I did more to it though than simply just color in the lines? One moment, I got a cough. So anyway, though, I actually had some people there believe this was real. So if I ask you though, with prior though, do you think this is a real photo? Yeah, boy. One moment. It's like a little bit buffering here. Okay, done buffering? I don't think it's done buffering. Stop buffering, I'm almost done. It's like say, nah, I need to buffer some more. The frames, they're going down. Sorry for any skipping there. Okay, am I back? Okay, I don't know what happened there, but I know there was lots of buffering and skipping around though. So, anyways, here's a question though, in case it wasn't heard during the buffering though. One moment. So, okay, question again. If I was to show you this picture though, at this size, and ask you, do you think this is a real photo? How many would say yes? On some art sites that I actually post this on though, because the thumbnail is small when compared to the actual page that shows you it though, some people believe, yes, this is a real bird. No, this is not a real bird. And it took me about 3 to 4 hours. This is actually line art found on an art site, free once again. That's why I put the little thing down at the bottom. One moment, I got a cough again. So anyways, like I was trying to show though, but apparently I forgot, I pushed the wrong button though. You can see the detailing and everything in the beak and such though. All the images I showed on the bottom though was all the individual layers that makes up this one bird that looks real. Now, the final fun part. Showing what it looks like without all this here. Tweet, 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 tweet. Okay, before I do that, I need to refresh my video right now that I'm looking at. Because apparently it decided to lag by 30 seconds. Which seems like forever. Okay, there it goes. Okay, ready? We're going to go all the way over here. You did not see that last bit. We go all the way over here and then turn each one off, except for the one that was already turned off. So to do this, I'm going to move this up here and then bring out the layers. Take out this. Uh-oh. You're buffering again. Okay, so I'm going to do this kind of fast because it's basically buffering the video, basically telling me to hurry up. So here we go. Shadowing. Okay. Uh-oh, we're losing some details here now. Oh no. You can always see that it's losing so much now. Not too much of, but look. Oh no, we lost the big part of the bird's body there. Now just hovering though with little feet. This is so weird, isn't it? Oh wait, let me take out the background too while I'm at it. Okay. Where did I go? Okay. Such tiny little bitty eyes don't you have? No eyes. I gotta remind myself, do not touch this one right here that's orange. Think. Dee 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 dee. And there you go. This is the line art. You can see there's not much detail to it. I should have started out with that part highlighted, then built back down. But yes, pretty much all those parts actually will fit in here though, if I did it right though, with some slight edits. The reason I said earlier though that I look for any baseline that allows some edits though is because sometimes I will actually go over them. I won't remove lines, I'll just be covered over like you're painting a wall. Now let's see here. Not touch the orange one. There we go. This is without the background, of course. It's kind of funny how things look like, though, from simple to more detailed. Now, this one right here, though, if you notice, though, the foot was altered, though. It was around this point, though, I was using the actually just been changed, so not 100% accurate. Not many people will show you how they do it there. It's like, oh, this is like a magic trick, though. I'm not going to tell you how it works, though. Once again, looking at so many photos of toucans. You think, oh, they all look the same. Yeah, they all look the same until you get closer, though. And then you're like, oh, they're not really that much the same. There's some slight variance. Now, all I have to do is just do the final part. Ta-da! So after you move the background, it's just like dink. And then it tells you that you got hidden. And there you go. Semi-realistic toucan. 71 layers once again for the third or fourth time. Yay, it looks real out of nothing. The first time I ever tried to add details to something that wasn't very detailed was a free line art of a Hound Doom. But yes. Now I'm thinking about doing commission work there. Taking commissions though to do something similar to this, to realistically having animals and with a real actual photo background though. One part is if anybody wants any particular one, I'll have to actually provide my own photos, so that way I won't have to hear people saying, well, you stole these. Once again, it'll be cheaper by being free because all I have to do is just go and hire depending on details. Mostly looking forward to like anthropomorphic type animals though. Going to be more expensive though because you know they're more humanoids though, and yeah, I think that'd be about right though. While feral looking animals though, real looking animals though, they would probably be cheaper though because let's see. Let me go back to the Poochie over here real quick. This will be faster because my screen is already there. That one. Show me the screen. But anyways though, if anybody wants like me to do a commission of their pets, they're mostly probably be canines and maybe some birds though. I'll probably accept those there. I tend to have problems on trying to draw cats. Shouldn't be too difficult though, but basically it's just have issues with doing feline faces though. But yeah. And that is it for this video. Almost hour and 45 minutes. Wow. But can't hardly wait till this is done, and what I'll do after this, I don't know. Look at his little cute face though. Woof, woof, woof. Bite your face off though. I might actually have to reshape the fang, like I said earlier, I think. It just doesn't look right. I know typically it's supposed to be like a little pointed pyramid-shaped one though. But since most canines and hyenas don't have their fangs sticking out of their mouths like that, I'll have to make some adjustments to that too. Anyways, that is all for this. Let me leave this right here. Let me move this back this way. Can I do it? But yeah, though, probably January I might take a couple of commissions over for people's animal pets there, though. If anybody wants it, though. We'll have link on bottom there for like Twitter, though. People can contact me that way too, though. I'm also on DeviantArt. Though, if anybody wants to see me try to do another Pokemon that's not Pikachu, for example, that there, then let me know there. Maybe I might do another bird-looking one though. I tried to do an Articuno though. The first time I got this phone and it just doesn't look right. Anyways, thanks for watching this though, and if you like what you're seeing though, or want to watch me play games like Pokemon Go, Minecraft, and other random games though, you're welcome to follow me on Twitch there, or subscribe to me on YouTube. I tend to do live streams on Twitch though, and then load them up to my YouTube channel. Rarely that I live stream between the two there. I'm still trying to figure out which one I'm going to focus more on though. But since YouTube does the saving better though. And okay, let me put the stylus back in here. But yeah, there you go. 90 to 95% Poochyena done. What slight changes needs to be made, and that is all. So here, admire it for like about 30 seconds, and the video will end. And let me remove this little logo here. There we go. Now you can admire it. Like, huh, that looks alright, I guess. And I'll be back next time, though, or whenever, hopefully I have better stable connection, though. Sorry for any buffering from last time. And that is all. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Silence, and then, stream over in 3, 2, 1, over.